We don't ramp with cooking, you know, man.
Welcome back to Pandemonium Air. It is 6:26, and you are locked in. We've been exploring the music of Wild Bill Helium. I'm DJ Root Vegetable.
And I'm DJ Diarrhea Chili Dog.
And as a very special treat, we have the man, the myth, the legend himself on the phone right now. Welcome to Pandemonium Air, DJ Wild Bill Helium.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey man, we have so many questions. You know, you are a real mystery, and we've been listening to you down here in Charlottesville since the spring of 2018.
Yeah, wow, long time.
Yeah, no,
Appreciate
super
that,
fans. I believe it was Compressed Gas was the album.
Yeah.
That's probably my best effort, I think.
Thank you. Well, yeah, that's it. No, it's a great one. It's I was working at this parking lot, and there was this bum that would come hang out with us all day, and his name was Wild Bill. And so we were Googling, we were Spotify searching Wild Bill, and that is where we discovered it. But everyone down here has been enormous fans for quite a while.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm always curious how somebody like this kind of stumbles on it, because I guess that's kind of what it's there for anyway. You know, just like just the absurdity of it in itself is kind of like the big joke of it.
Who would you say, like, I know this is a kind of a cliche question, but who would you say are your influences musically?
Well, when I was a kid, like, I don't know if you ever heard, like, those Adam Sandler albums, like the big
Yes, absolutely.
Song, but yeah, like, he had those whole albums, like, and we just listened to it, like, what is he even talking about? It was just like, but it was like hysterical and like so goofy and stupid, and like kind of like all his movies too.
Man,
so I was a huge fan.
Absolutely,
So,
that makes so much sense.
What's that one where he's like, stick the shampoo bottle up my ass? You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't remember it.
But then some of your albums, there's songs on there that totally break out of that absurdness.
It's
and
true.
Are really, really beautiful.
Yeah, it's really true. You know, when we started listening, I think, you know, we were all just cracking up at all of them. But like, Lonely Life of Mine, like
it could have been better. That's a great one.
Oh my God! Like I have cried to that song. That is a beautiful, beautiful song. I'm serious, man. I know you're like you're just messing around, but that is a beautiful song.
Well, like, yeah, I try to. There's like some of them where it's like it's almost like sincere. You know, like the song "Photograph" probably is like as close as I get to like a sincere like song, but it's just kind of like all I really saw myself was just like a guy in a picture.
Yeah.
And like nothing else.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
it's
absolutely.
It's like, yeah, I mean, yeah, what's life anyway?
So I had a couple questions just regarding some of there's a couple themes you touch on sort of, pretty often, like even a couple times an album. And I wanted to ask about some of those. Like
Fighting.
For instance, fighting seems to be a pretty consistent theme. So we were pretty curious about, like, you know, are you just out there in the streets fighting people most of the time?
No, it's like just, well, I mean, that's kind of just like a character of like a guy who's just like always looking for like just to engage somebody physically.
Sure.
Or like, it's like I don't know how somebody can be like such a hothead, just like going to like a coffee shop and just like, you know, just somebody says the wrong thing to him and he's like in their face about to throw hands. It's like,
yeah.
You know, I don't know why somebody would have that kind of a rage issue, but I find it hilarious.
No, it's excellent. It's the fact that it comes up over and over again is just incredibly enjoyable to me, at least.
So I have a question.
Like the one's like driving and fighting. The guy's just like driving out to random cities and just to get in fights. It's
Yeah.
Like, why would he? But he's like a car enthusiast too, for some reason.
Well, so,
I don't know.
So that was the other question, was the cars. There's a lot of songs, maybe not as many about fighting, but there's a lot of songs about driving fast or just driving. Are you like a real like kind of a car dude, Or is that just the same character?
No, I mean, I think it's just like a funny hobby, but
Yeah, it is.
yeah, there's some humor in it. Like, just a guy who's working on his car all the time. It's like, I personally don't understand the reward. I mean, I guess just the zen of like
Well,
putting one foot
it's a
in front
quick
of the
way
other.
a quick way to get to a fight.
Well, yeah, it's the most efficient mode of travel when there's a nearby fight.
It is.
So, but no, I'm not like a big car guy, really. I just try to find the humor in the little things.
Got you.
So what are you going as this Halloween?
I'm not doing anything. I'm in
bummer.
New York, so we're like the
Oh, right,
COVID. And there's nothing really to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
That's
about you
true.
guys? You guys got anything going on?
I was thinking of going as the Litter King.
Litter King? Yeah. Well, that.
We're gonna be the
You guys like,
Litter King. The three of us are gonna be Litter King, Cheese Guy.
Retard man.
Oh,
Yeah,
Cheese Guy.
retard man.
Yeah, there's a good story behind Cheese Guy. It's like I had a couple friends over at my apartment one time. We were pretty drunk, and we saw like this guy had parked a car outside, and the sunroof was open.
Yeah.
And we had like a block of cheese, and we were just like we were throwing cheese into the sunroof. It was like a really hot day. And
Wow.
I thought it would be really funny if he like got into the car and was like, "Is this an Applewood smoked Gruyere?" Like, real cheese aficionado. So it was like, I thought that was a good concept for a song.
Oh, it was great.
Well, that is a beautiful story. I really appreciate you opening up to us about that, even though it could mean pending legal charges against yourself.
Just a little cheese. The statute of limitations on a cheese.
I'm sure there
crime.
is a statute of limitations in some sort.
It's gotta be up by
Statute
now.
of fermentation.
Yes, a statute of fermentation on that one.
And the Litter King is just like a Limp Bizkit guy that's like not as bad as he thinks he is. Yeah.
Well, it seems like we really correctly placed what most of these songs were based on. That is excellent.
I mean, our introduction in general was "They Call Me Wild Bill," which is the perfect introduction to the character.
Yeah.
Just that one, the way it starts, the riff, everything
A
about
gang
it.
of
It's beautiful.
got a gang of balloons.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
When
so-
you see my balloon,
So what is with the balloons?
we like it.
We do.
Oh, yeah. I don't really know. I mean, I don't really know like what started the balloon. I guess just because like when I started off, I was just doing like as many different voices as I could.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
And
yeah.
like you could really alter your voice with some helium.
Yeah.
But, so I thought it was like helium balloons or nitrous balloons.
The nitrous
So-
blow, feel the wrath of my helium gas. The classic tune.
Oh man, this is really cool to be talking with you guys for me as well. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
really curious if you have people getting in touch with you or trying to get in touch with you often, like random people from elsewhere in the country, or just how has the response been to putting out this music? Because you've put out a lot of albums over the years, and it's very publicly, easily accessible. People can stumble on it like we did. Has there been a lot of feedback from people around the country or people getting in touch with you?
There's been some, more than I expected, which was just like any at all, I guess. But more like a decent amount over time, and it's just kind of like, hey, like I don't know, like how I found you, but this is just it's really weird stuff. But I like it. I'm mostly that's where I get. Yeah. But I can see like through the service I used to like host the music that there's like people in other countries that like listen to stuff randomly, and like I just tried to like get as many different titles that I could, so like people would just be like looking for something and find like mine underneath it and be like, what's this? And like
I
Yeah,
think
even
I
after
think
listening to
I
it.
think you're actually like sort of a folk hero in Uzbekistan.
maybe I'm like the uniting force that we need to
Exactly.
to save the world.
That would
Exactly.
be, yeah.
Well, Wild Bill, thank you so much for talking to us tonight.
Yeah, man, anytime.
You know, seriously, we really genuinely have been huge fans for a long time, and in particular, compressed gas really defined a whole summer.
And a whole summer that we think back on is like, we had all of our crew, and it was a very wild summer, a lot of big changes, and that was the one album that we would always go to at like 3 a.m. going to Waffle House or whatever, and it was prime, and thank you for that.
Oh man, that means the world to me. That's awesome. That's so cool. Yeah, also I have a new album coming out June 9th of next year.
I was gonna ask.
You heard it here, folks.
You heard it here.
Yeah, it is exclusive. It's going to be called 68 plus 1. And
Excellent. That is excellent.
it's gonna be a hit.
Well, Wild Bill, thank you so much. You're everyone. You're tuned into Pandemonium Air, and that was Wild Bill Helium. In his own words, we're gonna play this next one, Cheese Guy.
What do you know about cheese? Do you buy the whole wheel or the wedge? If it ain't aged in a cave, I'm gone. Give me that Parmesan. I don't know what to tell a fella. Tomato, basil, fresh mozzarella.